separate men and women, male and female, and to maybe at places like toilets, public toilets, and so on. But this design is a bit confusing. So even this design, toaster, oven, whatever the indicators are there, they are not self-explanatory. They will not help us to operate them. These are few of the examples of mobiles which had few good things or few bad things. For example, this Nokia 5800, what they say is that this is a good design phone. It has a touch screen, light, size is just right. One flaw it is mentioning here is that there is a gallery, and in that the gallery, you cannot separate pictures into separate folders, kind of thing. So, okay, you can someone else can speak about this. What is good? Is it a good design, bad design, okay design? What's wrong with this? Who will? Charanya, can you help with this? Or Sahil can help with this?
And it appears fine.
It appears fine. Okay, good. Uh, Sahil, help me out with increasing the speed of the fan.
Maybe you turn that knob in the center.
Yeah, but you are saying maybe. Are you not sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Good. So, Sahil, I am sitting to the extreme left of the fan. Can you tilt it towards me?
I think you'll be able to tilt it.
But
Or
again, you are sitting at the extreme right.
no, okay, no, I got it. I got it. It's not ideal. There are
Okay.
issues with it.
Okay. So let us hope. This fan head can only be rotated up and down, only limited rotation. You cannot rotate it to the left and right. If you have to rotate it, you have to lift it entirely. Then there is a loud sound, lot of dust, and even as I said, there is no clarity regarding if I want to increase the speed and so on. So yeah, even here, what you find here is whatever is the indicator is there. That indicator is very small and very far away, not clearly legible. What is wrong with this?
Sir, the drive is too big, sir.
Huh?
Sir, the drive is too big, sir. You can't, like, it's not possible to connect it, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I take it like this. Uh, I
Sir,
always
your
struggle
mark
to.
is upside down.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I'll take it as like this. Forget about the whether this design is wrong or right. Give me one answer. Do you always struggle whenever you have to insert the USB in the laptop or the computer? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
always struggle. Even I every day struggle. So wherever this kind of insertion has to be done, I struggle a lot. So there is a design flaw. There is no clarity regarding that. From which side maybe if we have an indicator like here that this is red color, so put something loud and mention here that it should be on upper side, kind of thing. So I don't know, but there is a design flaw. What is the design flaw here? Anybody? I find in the toilet the papers are far away. Ideally, they should be here. In this kind of old designs, you know that it was very difficult to operate these kind of things. So, what is the message this PPT is conveying to all of us? What is the message this PPT is conveying to all of us?
Sir, if we don't have a proper design thinking, sir, then it's no use, sir. Then the product might actually have a lot of disadvantages, sir.
Okay, very good. So, and second thing is our workshop does not just speak about the design of just a few products which we had shown to you. It can be design of anything and everything under the roof. So let us try to uh, promise ourselves that everyday activity of this workshop will do very religiously, so that we'll enjoy, and that too will align that with our business plan project. So let us begin. These are the learning outcomes of design thinking workshop. And especially today's contents are connected with this. We'll be able to understand what is design thinking, when to use design thinking, elements of design thinking, the magic lenses, mindsets, design thinking steps. Hopefully, these sessions will help the students in applying design thinking in their products and in their businesses. So that's why we are requesting you to align your activities with the business plan project, whatever are your business ideas. What is design thinking? Let us try to understand. This is one of the gentlemen who is at the forefront of design thinking thought leaders. What he says is design thinking is a human centered approach. I am highlighting the keywords here. First keyword is human centered approach to innovation. The second keyword is innovation that draws from the designer's toolkit. Okay, to integrate the needs of the people. Okay, so the approach is brought from the designer's perspective. Okay, and it is integrating with the need of the people. Use of technology, possibility of technology, requirement for business successes, requirement for business successes. Okay, a few of the keywords we'll just try to connect with. We all know the meaning of this. Let us see how we'll be able to put it in front of others. We are saying design thinking is a human-centered approach. Okay. So what may be the meaning of this statement? What may be the meaning of this statement? It is a human-centered approach. Design thinking is a human-centered approach. Charanya, can you elaborate? Whatever comes to your mind, either Charanya or Sneha. Human-centered approach.
So
What may be?
convenient to humans.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Who was that? It was Charanya?
Ankita.
Ankita. Okay, good. Good, Ankita. So, any other can add regarding human-centered approach? One or two words. Okay. First years, anybody from first years can add human-centered approach?
Sir, a lot of like process when it comes to actually thinking about a design, sir, it depends on how creative a human like a person is. So it requires a lot of brain processing for that. So of course the way for creating design is human centered, sir.
Okay, so very well put. But your inclination was more toward what innovation is. When anywhere we see human-centered design, we actually are speaking that whatever products we are designing, actually they will be consumed by the customers, clients, and those customers, clients are humans. So those humans, those customers, those clients should like whatever you have designed, should feel that whatever you have designed is easy to operate, easy to use. They should get a good user experience also. They should get a good user experience also. Is it not? Nowadays, that is at the center. Who is at the center? The customer is at the center. The client is at the center. The human is at the center. For example, if you go to a mall, if you go to a railway station, if you go to a supermarket, if you go to any place, the first and foremost is, say you go to a restaurant also. What is important is the user experience. What is important is the user experience. That's what is the meaning of human-centered approach. The user experience should be very good. The user experience should be very good. User satisfaction should be very good. The learning curve of the user should be like fantastic or very easy. Suppose you give a new mobile to somebody, okay? So let us say Yasho has designed a new mobile, or Anubhav from first year has designed a new mobile. So that new mobile is given to users. Now the users should say that what a beautiful design it is, or what a remarkable feature it has, or what easy this product is. I can easily use this, is it not? So that's what is the meaning of human-centered approach. Okay. The second thing is innovation. So as maybe Sahil has told just now, as rightly put, a lot of brainstorming, lot of research comes to understand what humans want, and in that innovative solutions are provided. Innovative solutions are provided. So compulsorily nowadays all the products are having a technology base or a technology support. Okay. So this will possibly lead to success of a product. So a product will be successful if this product is usable. A product is usable if the product is liked by the user. A product is liked by the user if it is easy to use, if it is eye-catching, if it is if it has fantastic features, and so on. So that's what is design thinking according to this thought leader Tim Brown. So let us see what some theoretical aspects is. Design thinking, I'll request as usual one sentence to each. So Kavya, you can tell the first bulleted point regarding what is design thinking. You can just read out this. Kavya is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic.
It is an approach of solving problems by understanding users' needs and developing insights to solve those needs.
Okay, so the important thing to highlight here is you are going to understand the user's need. You are going to understand the user's need. Means what? You are going to understand your customer. How you are going to understand your customer? You are going to think like a customer. So you are wearing the shoe of the customer. Okay. So wearing the shoe of the customer, understanding the mindset of the customer, understanding the requirement of the customer, likes and dislikes and the customer. So therein, by understanding the user needs, you are going to come out with new insights. Array, this is what actually the customer wants. So when you say, array, this is what a customer wants, actually you are developing new insights to solve the new needs, or you are coming out with innovative solutions. Okay. So the second thing is, it is a non-linear process. It is a non-linear process. For example, we are conventionally made to work in a linear fashion. For example, if our software development life cycle models, they are all linear, one step after another. But later on, lean thinking came. Later on, agile models came. Even product development life cycles also. Initially, they were linear. Now it's non-linear. Multiple steps which should have been coming one after another. Actually, they may be started at the same time. For example, let us say you are in a factory. You have your factory. So what is in a factory, what happens of the machines will be used to design or develop products. So the steps actually should be one after the another, but assume that that factory has steps, though they're one after the another, they are being parallelly done. So that kind of thinking is a non-linear thinking. So now I request Sneha to read out the third point related to design thinking. Yeah. If not Sneha, Yasho. Yeah, carry on.
Design thinking is the process of creatively finding solution to problems. This term is also known as creative problem solving. This basically encourages organizations to focus more their customers, which would ultimately enable to provide better products and services.
Yeah, so creative problem solving is one keyword we should assign with design thinking. Okay. So first keyword we assigned with design thinking, we are trying to understand what is basically design thinking. So first keyword we said understand the user. gain new insights. Second keyword we are saying, you should have creative problem solving psyche, methodology, process, and so on. Okay, so this will lead to better product design and better services design. Anybody from first year, Anubhav, you can read the third bulleted point related to design thinking.
Yes, sir. Design thinking is the process of creatively finding solutions to problem. In this term,
third point, human centered. Sorry, fourth point.
Human centered understands user, customers, client.
That's what. When we say human centered, actually it means you are supposed to understand your user, you're supposed to understand your customer, you're supposed to understand your client. So that's what is design thinking. You should have creative solutions. The steps should be iterative, repetitive, is it not? So whenever the steps are iterative, repetitive, test, repeat, and test, repeat, and test, this goes on happening. So that will increase your learning curve about the product's abilities, flaws, and so on, and you will improve the product. That's what, even whatever is your learning, let us say you're learning a two-wheeler, let us say you're learning a cycle, let us say you're learning a four-wheeler. This is what you do, na, iterative. पहले दिन कुछ भी नहीं आया, डर लगा था, दूसरे दिन थोड़ा improve हो गया, तीसरे दिन थोड़ा डैश पड़ गया, डर लग गया, और चौथे दिन. So this is what is your iterative steps. This is what is your iterative steps. And the last word, this is my favorite word, collaborative. This is my favorite word, collaborative. Youngsters especially should listen to this word very, very carefully. Collaborative effort will only lead to success. Collaborative effort only will lead to success. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? For doing anything, for running your business, to start a new factory, to sell a new product, suppose you design something new, you want to sell it. So collaborative effort is required. A lot of team members with different varied skill sets are required. So you require mentors, you require engineers, you require designers, you require many people. So a good team, a lean team, so team building exercises, so all that come into picture, and collaboration is the key to success. Anything in isolation is a failure. Okay, suppose tomorrow you want to start a business by undergoing this course. You got motivated by undergoing various projects like business plan project or many other projects conducted by various professors like Bhatia sir or Shashda sir or myself or Dane sir. You get motivated and you, let us say, you start a business. So when you start a business, your mode of thinking should not be like, I know everything, I'll do on my own, I'll not ask anybody what is wrong with this, I know that everything is right. If this is your way of thinking, please remember that's going to be a failure, because you have to collaborate, first thing. Second thing is, in isolation it's a failure. For example, let us say you develop your product also. If you want to sell, you cannot say that I will just sit in my shop and people will come and buy it. You have to create a buzz about that product at the various places, be it social media, be it physical media, be it word of mouth. You have to create buzz about your product, is it not? So for that also you require a lot of collaboration. I myself have benefited a lot with this word collaborative, because I found out that if I want to do things, suppose I want to write books, okay, so if I am writing alone, maybe I might have written 1 or 2 books, but now I claim very proudly that I am an author of 6 books, okay, because that was possible to me because I collaborated with multiple people with different skill sets, is it not? So now I claim that I have 8 papers in very famous journals like SCI and Scopus journals. But when I look back, I see that I collaborated with many authors, many researchers, and then now I am claiming, I claim that I have 8 patents in my name. But if you look at the list of those 8 patents, you know that there are many people whose names are also there in those patents. So that is what is the strength of the word collaborative. Okay, so next is When to use design thinking? This is the keyword. You should use design thinking as an addition to existing project implementation methods such as lean thinking, Six Sigma, NPD, value engineering. Okay. So along with those, you are going to inculcate design thinking. You are going to inculcate design thinking. Now, you're going to use design thinking whenever you want to empathize and reframe the problem from a customer's perspective. I use two words. I want at least four people to answer those, the meaning of those two words or similarities or differences between those two words. One word is empathy, the other word is sympathy. One word is empathy, the other word is sympathy. I'll also put those two words in the chat window, and I want 3 4 people to answer this. You can take few seconds just to uh, absorb these two words and try to connect with the meaning of this. Yeah, who should I ask first? Okay, Jeet, can you help us with this, the difference between these two words? Jeet is there, or if not Jeet, Sujit, can you help us with these two words? Am I audible?
Okay. So can I say so?
Who is that?
So Zed, or sir,
Okay,
I'm
Zaid,
sorry.
you can. Zaid, you
Yes,
can.
thank you,
Please.
sir. Sir, sympathy is actually a form of pity which other person feels when he sees someone in a very bad condition, while
Yeah.
empathy is like having a sense of emotion, like trying to help others without getting anything in return.
Okay. Zaid has put forth his idea regarding these two words. Anybody can help us with any other?
So I would like to add on to it.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Akshay, please.
Empathy means like even when you are taking class, so you tend to listen to us what is our point of view and things. So that is somewhere called empathy, like listening to someone and listening their point of view. Firstly, then
Fantastic.
sympathy is like from listening to them or by seeing something. If we get feel for it, like if we feel a bit pity for it or something,
Okay,
that is
fantastic, Akshay. Fantastic, Akshay. Fantastic. Anybody else wants to add? Yeah. Okay. Uh, right. Again, this word has got a lot of importance. Empathy. So empathy, I'll try to tell you. Let us say your not your mom, but your closest friend or whosoever. Uh, Suppose you want to speak something. These are the two sentences you framed in your mind. And before you speak, your friend speak the same two sentences, and he says that this is what you want to say. Did it happen to you ever?
like having similar thought. Maybe I would be about to say this, but then the same person would have told
Not
that. Right?
similar thoughts. That will not be similar thoughts.
Okay.
Uh, he is somebody who, like, suppose it is Akshay and me, okay? Mm, we don't have similar thoughts. We are totally different persons, Akshay. My likes and dislikes are different. Your likes and dislikes are different. But my empathy levels, empathy quotient, just as you have emotional quotient and intelligence quotient, let us say my empathy quotient is very high. When my empathy quotient is very high, I can always put myself in Akshaya's place and think the way Akshaya thinks. Try to understand what Akshaya wants. Try to understand what Akshaya wants. So when I understand that, I know that when my empathy levels are so high, I easily know that Akshay wants this. Akshay wants to speak this. Let us say we both of us go to a restaurant. Me and Akshay go to a restaurant, and Akshay has decided that okay, these are the things I like. These are the things I am going to order. And let us say I order the same thing before Akshay orders, and I say that this is what you wanted, Akshay, and you'll be surprised. Yes, sir, this is what I wanted. How did you know? So the how did you know answer is my empathy levels are high. My empathy levels are high. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir, relating it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah. So whenever you are designing also, huh? Whenever you are designing your product also, so your empathy level should be very high. Means what? Whosoever are the stakeholders for this product, whether your customers, whether your engineers, whether you're anybody. So if your empathy levels are high, then your product will be successful. If your empathy levels are high, then your product will be successful. So that word I think you should inculcate. And that is what is the meaning of empathize. And when you empathize, whatever the problem statement was there, whatever the solution was there, that problem statement or the solution you are going to reframe from that customer's perspective, from that customer's perspective. Okay. The most important thing is design thinking stops you from the urge of going immediately into a solution mode. It is like this. I come to a class and let us say I'm teaching you mathematics, and on the board I put a problem, I say solve this problem. When I say solve this problem, what will be your immediate reaction, all of you?
Sir, we'll feel like in a very rude manner, sir.
No, not at all. Uh, I'll say
We'll
very
be clueless about what to do. We'll be just
no, no.
figuring out.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Remember, don't try to make it a special event. I'm just like every day I am coming to your class. Okay, I have given you a problem, and the immediate thing you are going to do is when I say solve the problem, please, you're going to open your notebook and you're going to try to solve the problem. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Solve the puzzle. Similar thing is suppose I say solve this puzzle. When I say solve this puzzle, so the immediate thing you're going to do is you're going to solve the puzzle. You're going to solve the puzzle. So always the human mind is, it is like, how do I put it? It is trained to solve the problem the moment the problem is given. To solve the problem the moment you solve. But design thinking will do what? Design thinking will stop you from doing that. It will stop you from doing what? It will stop you from going into solution mode. It will stop you from going into immediate solution mode. Okay. So what design thinking is then? Let us say somebody gives you a problem, immediately don't try to find the solution. Just take a pause. Just take a pause. Wear the customer's shoes. Become his eyes and ears. Become his heart. Understand the problem. Move back into a mode for you to confirm business viability and technical feasibility. This is what business leaders, this is what thought leaders, this is what design thinking leaders will always do. प्रॉब्लम दिया, इमीडिएट सॉल्यूशन के मोड में नहीं जाने का, तो प्रॉब्लम देते ही क्या करने का? पॉज. I always like one of our students, Zaid, the way Zaid reacts to every day. He's in first year. He is now in our class also. Zaid, what happens if I
Yes,
ask
sir.
some question? Yeah. Whenever I ask question, Zaid, what he does is, yes, sir. He'll take a pause. I will answer. So I like that. So that's what he has taken the first step. That is, you have to pause. Second thing is then Jay should go into customer. Who is his customer now? Sir is customer. So he becomes sir's eyes and ears. He becomes sir's heart, and he tries to understand the problem. Okay. Then he'll check. This is very, very, very important. Then he'll check what is his business viability and technical feasibility. So solving this problem will generate some revenue, and every will be happy, is it not? So that revenue need not always be money years. For example, for Zaid answering the question in the classroom, what is the business viability is, okay, we'll take it at later stage, all that. Next thing is, what is design thinking? Design your process, redesign your process, design your product, redesign your product. So iteration mode. So whenever you want to do this, you will be doing design thinking. You will be doing design thinking. Now coming to the elements of design thinking, these are the three magic elements of design thinking. One is customer desirability, second one is business viability, and the third one is technical feasibility, and the third one is technical feasibility. So what is the meaning of this? Let us try to understand from all of you. Okay, so anybody can answer what is the meaning of customer desirability? Anybody can answer. If Jeet is there, Jeet can answer. Yeah.
So, sir, something which is desirable to the customer, which the customer wants, sir, and would be craving enough to actually buy that product for any amount of for that amount of price.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So next question is business viability. This is very, very important. Is this business viable? Is this business viable? Technical feasibility. So whether technology can provide the solution for that. Technology can provide the solution for that. So these are the three important elements of design thinking. These are the three important elements of design thinking. Okay. Uh, Design thinking is described as human-centered design. Okay. Yes, it is human centered, but there are other factors also. Okay, so like you need to empathize with them. Okay, so you are going to apply design thinking, you are going to apply the three magic lenses called as customer desirability, business viability, and technical feasibility. So boss, whenever you are starting your business, whenever you are building your product, whenever you are designing something, these are the three magic lenses you should always look at. Okay, first one is user desirability. Okay, do you, so whatever you are going to design, let us say the no customer is ready to take that, why you're going to design, it's definitely going to be a failure in the market. Okay, so do users really want it? That's what you need to understand. Do users really want it? That's what you need to understand. Second thing is, uh, whatever I design, will it make money? So is it viable? Business viability is there. Third thing is, can the existing technology, whatever technology I know, whatever technology is available in the market, so is it technologically feasible? Is it technologically feasible? So this is what is desired from the three magic lenses. From the three magic lenses, this is what is the sweet spot. So this sweet spot is what? This is the amalgamation of all the three: user desirability, technology feasibility, and business viability. User desirability, technology feasibility, and business viability. Now coming to the mindsets of the designers. So the mindset of the designer can be a beginner's mindset. So, for example, like all enthusiasts who so start the businesses, they're like they're like children. They're curious. They think freely. They can experiment. They can imagine. For example, students like you, even few enthusiasts like me. So radical collaboration. Okay. So you involve team members, and in the team members you create maybe some kind of competition, maybe some voice to each of the team member. You'll be doing using the award and reward system. So that is radical collaboration. The third mindset always is don't tell. Okay, make it, draw it, show it. So then this is the third mindset. So what kind of mindset you want to apply? I feel it should be a mix of all these three. It should be a mix of all these three. Okay. Now coming to design thinking steps. These are the design thinking steps, and each day will be spent on one design thinking step. So suppose you are designing. What are you designing now? You are designing your idea, business idea. Okay. So your business idea fruition will happen in if you follow these steps, design thinking steps. What are those design thinking steps? Understand, empathize, reframe, ideate, prototype, test. I want all of you to absorb this. I want all of you to absorb this diagram for a few seconds. Yeah. So if you have done it, mm, just let whatever comes to your mind you put forth. Say we'll start with Akshaya. Akshaya, anything comes to your mind whenever you're seeing this kind of diagram?
Proper planning.
Yeah, tell me.
Sure, I feel it's because we.
Yeah, yeah, please, please.
So, like these things we discussed right now, like we were discussing about empathy, like each and every step of it.
Okay,
So, here I feel like this is the sequence of plan which could be.
good, good, very good. Good. Okay. Sahil, can you tell about this diagram? What is your understanding? The immediate understanding the moment you look at this diagram. If not, Sahil Yasho, can you help me? Or who will? Who will help me?
Sir, can I do?
Yeah, please, please.
So, sir, like the first, when we have actually like an idea, like first when we think about a product, we should not go directly towards that solution that will just make the product within like that. First, we need to understand it. We need to understand what the people, which type of product the people require. Then we need to look like we need to actually understand how they would feel when they receive that product, which means like having the same mutual feeling towards them and how like what they actually want. Then we have to reframe it. We need to then visualize it in their lens, like how they would see that product to them, how would it be beneficial. Then we need to idealize that product. Then we need to see how this product would work. After that, we need to act prototype, means we need to actually create a same type of like from that idea we need to create a product. That's how a prototype would happen. And then test is when we actually try to then show the product to the customers, from which they will give their opinions whether they liked it or not.
Okay. So okay. So that's what in let us say if we want to relate each of the step with one or two words, understand is understand your customer. Empathize is be in the shoes of the customer. Reframe is after empathizing your problem statement should be reframed. Ideate is ideation. Prototype is a small model you are designing. Testing it, retesting it, redesign the product. So iteration, so repetition of individual steps as well as repetition of these steps collectively. That's what is design thinking in a nutshell. That's what is design thinking in a nutshell. Now, we'll call this each step as step 0, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. So, say for example, understand is step 0, empathize is step 1, reframe is step 2, ideate is step 3, prototype is step 4, and test is step 5. So, every day we are reaching towards one step, understanding one step, and we are trying to implement that, and we are trying to implement that. Okay. So, let us go for step 0. Okay. So what step 0 says is understand. Step 0 is understand. So what you have to understand, you have to understand the stakeholders of the product which you are going to design. You have to understand the stakeholders of the product you are going to design. Then you have to do the stakeholder landscaping. You have to do the stakeholder landscaping means basically you have to do the analysis of the stakeholder. You have to do the analysis of the stakeholder means first you have to just collect who are the stakeholders of this product, who are the internal stakeholders, who are the external stakeholders. Are they going to affect with your get affected with your product? So are they going to affect your product? Okay. So what are the opportunities? How you are going to prioritize your stakeholders? Okay. So that prioritization will actually help you in just zero down on the problem statement. So there are many tools in the market. There are many tools in the market for this. But for steps 0 to understand your stakeholder, so various things are there like tools such as stakeholder landscaping are there, experience evaluation map are there. You also have to have elevator pitch. So these are the tools we are supposed to explore whenever we want to understand step zero, whenever we want to understand step zero. So what we'll do is we'll understand each tool. Okay. So for example, today's tool of under discussion will be stakeholder landscaping. Stakeholder landscaping. So for this, I found a interesting website link. I am just directly opening that website link. This is Mind Tools, and today we are using their design only. So I'll fastly take you down this. The title you are seeing here is stakeholder analysis. So I'll just highlight the few of the keywords from that. Now, by the way, I am referring this mindtools.com website here. So stakeholders' importance is that if you manage your stakeholders properly, your project will be successful. Your project will be successful. I'm just highlighting few of the keywords from here. So related to your project or product, there may be people who may be affected by it. There may be people who may be affecting your project also. Okay. So these people are called as the stakeholders. These people are called as the stakeholders. So I'll just to confirm everybody's project idea, we'll start with Akshay. What is your project idea? Business plan project idea, Akshay?
Okay. So my business plan is online booking service.
Online booking service. Who may be the stakeholders? Who may be the people involved?
Like stakeholders. Just actually, I have framed the target market, but still I didn't evaluate it.
Okay, but for whom you have designed this?
Okay, this I have designed for both customer as well as business people, both the sides.
So your customers basically, and then you have to understand who are all the customers. Who are all the customers? Okay. Ankita, what is your business?
So
Business idea?
eco-friendly event.
Eco-friendly?
Event.
Yeah. So that was event management. So who are the stakeholders? Who are the people involved?
So mostly corporates.
Okay, very good. So now you are able to understand the meaning of the word stakeholders. So people, for example, you use Make My Trip. Make My Trip is used for booking. Is it not? For Make My Trip, who are the stakeholders? All the customers or the users who are using Make My Trip for booking flights, for booking hotels, for any of the purposes. So they are the stakeholders. Who are the internal stakeholders? The internal stakeholders are people who are designers, people who are engineers, people who are marketers. So this is what is your stakeholders. So you need to prioritize your stakeholders who are at the importance levels. So that's what is stakeholder landscaping is all about. That's what is stakeholder analysis is all about. Okay. So I'll just highlight this and I'll read out loudly. A stakeholder analysis is an effective three-step process for identifying, prioritizing, and understanding the stakeholders. So you need to identify, you need to prioritize, and you need to understand your stakeholders. Okay. Now, why we should be doing stakeholder analysis? So these are the various reasons. You will be doing this stakeholder analysis because these are the advantages or benefits you will be getting your project into shape. Okay. Winning the resources, gaining support, building understanding, that is through communication, getting ahead of the game, getting ahead in the stakeholder analysis. So the first is identify your stakeholders. So brainstorming requires multiple brains basically. For example, Ankita has that
Sir, you're not audible. Your voice is breaking.
business. So she has to verify once. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we were speaking about how we are going to do stakeholder analysis. The first step of stakeholder analysis is identifying your stakeholders. Identifying your stakeholders using brainstorming method. For brainstorming, you require 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So along with them, you are going to brainstorm. For example, for any of your business, some of these can be the stakeholders like partners, shareholders, government authorities, customers, okay, team members, family members, common public, interest groups, press, media, your team members, key contributors. These can be your stakeholders. But you have to be very specific when you are speaking about your business. When you are speaking about your business, okay. Once you identify your stakeholders, once you your stakeholders, you are going to prioritize your them. You're going to make use. This is the prioritization and interest plot here, and these are the 4 boxes which said low to high. The interest level also goes from low to high, and the prioritization level also goes from low to high. Okay, so the 4 boxes. Let us read out the 4 boxes contents. Keep satisfied, manage closely, more informed. So these are the 4 boxes. These are okay. Who comes under these 4 boxes? So if you have high power, high interest people this combination high power, high interest people, then you are going to go into that manage closely environment. Okay, so these kind of people, okay, highly interested people and high power people, so you must fully engage with this kind of people and give your best effort to satisfy them. Give your best effort to satisfy them. Okay, so when it is high powered, highly powered, highly interested, then you have to manage them closely. Okay, this is regarding your business idea. Okay, they are influence. So such people you are going to manage closely. Second is high power but less interested people. So people are powerful, but their interest is very less. Then they go in this box called as keep them satisfied. Then the third combination is low power, high interest. So it is somewhere here and the interest levels are high. So keep informed. Okay. Then keep informed means these people should always be informed about the events, about the activities. Okay. People. So you have to just monitor them with minimum effort. So first step, how you are going to do stakeholder analysis or stakeholder landscaping? First is identify your stakeholders. How you are going to identify your stakeholders for your project, for your business idea, for your business plan? Who are all the stakeholders? You are going to do brainstorming with your colleagues, friends, and you are going to identify who will be your stakeholders. So I request each of you to take one first year student or 1 or 2 family members to do this brainstorming once this activity starts. Second one is prioritizing your stakeholders. You make use of this. Once you identify those people, you try to put them in this box here at various places. various places. Okay. The third step is you need to understand your key stakeholders. You need to understand your stakeholders. So for that, the following questions can be helpful. Okay. What is his interest? What is this stakeholder's interest? Does he have a financial interest? Does he have an emotional interest? Okay. The interest is positive or negative. Okay. So what is motivating them? What information they are asking? Okay. What is the best way of communicating this information? What is the current opinion of that stakeholder about your work? Is it based on good information? Who influences their opinions generally? So these stakeholders, they get influenced by whom? For example, if your stakeholders are children, kids, let us say their influences are their parents, or their influences are their friends. So who are going to influence them most? Okay. So suppose the things are not positive. Okay. What will make them positive? Suppose if you are unable to make them positive, okay, how you are going to manage their negativity? Who else might be influenced by their opinions, whether it is positive opinions, whether it is negative opinions? Okay. Will these people become stakeholders in their own right? So once you ask all these questions, let us say you identified few people. So you can, here the names are given directly, but for your project ideas, they can be like customer, this kind of person, like that. You can put some designation also, some role play also here. Okay. So this is what is a stakeholder analysis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this link of Mind Tools first thing. Then I'm going to share with you the PDF also for that. But you are going to make use of pen and paper to do this stakeholder analysis. You are going to make use of pen and paper to do this stakeholder analysis. Okay. So this is the link. And the PDF. Let me check the PDF. Yeah. Give me a minute, let it open. Yeah. Uh, Please listen very carefully. What you have to do is you have to make use of pen and paper today. And I'll this stakeholder analysis, how you are going to do it, I'll that also. Using pen and paper, the first thing you write is whatever is your business plan or business idea, you write down the business idea. You write down your name. After writing down your name, you mention the heading as stakeholder landscaping. You mention the heading as stakeholder landscaping. After mentioning the stakeholder landscaping, you can refer this link to follow step by step what you have to do. Okay. So what you have to do, first step you write like this only directly. Identify your stakeholders. What is the method? Brainstorming. So you brainstorm with one or two first year students and one or two family members or friends, whosoever is available to you. Okay, whosoever is available to you. Once you brainstorm like this, only you write down few things which you feel these are the stakeholders. These are very generic words. You have to be very specific related to your product, related to your business idea. Second step, you are going to prioritize your stakeholders using this graph. Draw the graph on the pen and paper and uh, make it. Then you are going to ask the question. Each for each question, you are going to write the answer also. One word answer, two word answer. Okay. So this is the third step. This is the third step. Okay. So these are the three steps you have to do. These are the three steps you have to do. Please ask me if you have any doubt. Please ask me if you have any doubt.
Sir, after like referring from the link, sir, what should we do, sir?
Yeah. Zayed, your first years, what I request is you join with one or two second year students.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. So my question to all of you is Akshaya, Ankita, Charanya, Kavya, Sahil, Sneha, Sujit, did you understand what I conveyed? What is the task you have to do?
So we have to open the link and then follow the steps to analyze the stakeholders.
Okay, very good, Ankita. First thing is you have to have a, let us say you have a good drawing sheet kind of thing or a paper. Take a paper, take a pen, write down your business idea. Okay. Whatever is your business plan, whatever is your business, write down that. Write down your roll number and name and year, whatever your credentials are there. Then write the heading as stakeholder landscaping. Stakeholder landscaping. Under that, using this link, follow the three steps. First step, you write the first step as identify your stakeholder. Then you brainstorm. You brainstorm with your family members and one or two students. Whosoever you want to take, whosoever you want to take. Then follow the second step. Write the second step as prioritize. So on that paper, all these steps should be visible. On that paper, all these steps should be visible. Did you understand?
Got it, sir.
Got it. Okay. So my request to you all will be to start doing it. I think you will not need more than 20 minutes to finish off. So what we'll do is it is 2:20. So we'll start uh, at 2:45, let us say, or 2:50. 2:45 or 2:50. We'll start what understanding what you are done. Okay. So we'll share with everybody whatever you are done. So please, best of luck. Don't disconnect. You be connected only, but I'll mute mode and you'll be executing it. The activity time being given is 25 minutes. Is it okay? 25 minutes are enough?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we'll be connected only. Only thing is we are getting back to each other 2:45. Best of luck. Do enthusiastically. See, the important thing is doing and making mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, that's a bad thing. Make mistakes, repeat, improve on it. So, best of luck.